Now this table is very important to solve all the problems. Now see, in this one I have given the locations where you need to calculate the stresses. Locations or regions. One is interior stress, interior portion, edge portion, or this is corner portion. This is stress, okay? This is spelling mistake. Interior, edge, corner. So in all the three locations there are three different types of calculations. Due to wheel load, P, we have Westergaard's equation. Again, for the same thing, due to wheel load P only, we have modified Westergaard equation. These are called as a Teller and Sutherland formula, and another one is there. Okay, so wheel load, three problems or three formulas at interior, at edge, at corner. Okay, these are the formula. Try to understand. Yes, I only wheel load, so that is why P is coming here. P is nothing but wheel load. H is thickness of the slab, L is radius of relative stiffness, B is calculated from this formula. B is equivalent radius of resisting section. How to calculate B? You should use this formula when A is less than 1.724 H. You should use this formula when A is greater than 1.724 H. This already given in the sheet, but this table I have made it for understanding all the things. Okay. Now wheel load, three formula, that is normal Westergaard equation. Again wheel load, two equations are there. What are those? Modified. In modified equations, interior stress no formula. Okay, so they will be asking only to calculate modified Westergaard equation for edge and corner. For edge and corner. When it comes to temperature problems, we call it them warping stresses. In warping stresses, you need to calculate three temperature stress. That is why I have written STI, STE, and this should be STC, because I for interior, E for edge, STC, C for corner. Okay, T stands for, in all the three stands for temperature stresses. Now in this one, see, try to understand in the temperature calculation formula. E is modulus of elasticity of concrete. Small e, coefficient of thermal expansion, that is given. T is temperature change between top and bottom of the slab. Small t is temperature difference between the top and bottom of the slab in degrees Celsius. Mu is Poisson's ratio. Cx, Cy are called as Broadberry coefficient or thermal coefficient, temperature coefficient, has to be taken from graph. Cx is obtained and Cy is obtained using the formula Lx by L. Okay, we will see that one. This. Okay, three are temperature stresses: interior, edge, corner. Okay, try to understand. Very important. All the chart is given. Now what is this frictional? Frictional is given only entire slab, entire portion of the pavement, only one formula, SF equal to WLF divided by 2 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, I think it is a 2 into 10 to the power minus 4, 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. You will see when we are solving. We will see. Let us see, it is 10 to the power 4 or 10 to the power minus 4. We will see. Now, in some cases, to calculate this wheel load 1, 2, 3, directly they will give chart also. Directly they are giving chart also. If they are not giving one of this small l, something is there, no? So if they are not giving correct data, they will give chart for this also. Okay, you can directly take the value of interior stresses from this charts. We will see. Formula for wheel load at three different locations. Formula for wheel load only, modified equations 1 and 2. Okay, these are temperature or warping stresses for three different locations. This is for all the location for frictional. Okay, now this is what equivalent radius of resisting section. Very important table. Going to the next one. So that is why I have written wheel load, temperature, frictional. Okay, now after calculating, you may be asked to calculate the critical load combination, critical stress combination. We have seen this one. During summer, at edge region, load stress, warping stress minus frictional. During winter at edge region, load plus warping plus friction. During winter only at corner, load plus warping, because frictional will not come into this place. Okay, very important load combination. Now what I was telling, direct stress from the charts, these two for, where it is it, edge load stress, corner load stress. Okay, the only two charts if they are giving, edge load stress, corner load stress, for what? For p value, means these two charts for only V load stresses. These two are V load. So they will give K value, modulus of subgrade reaction, K value. They will give E value, they will give P value. P is wheel load, E is modulus of elasticity of concrete, and Poisson's ratio also they are given. These are called as IRC, standard charts to calculate the stresses for edge, stresses for corner, for different slab thickness. You understand this one, different slab thickness. If the slab thickness is 20 and your K value is 8, so intersect here, get here, so that will be your SC value. That will be your SC value 20 excuse me, 26 kg per centimeter square, okay. Similarly here also 20, project it here, get the value of SE. That will be your SE value SE value okay, like that you can easily calculate. Now this is what I was calling as a warping stress calculation, Brodbury chart, Brodbury coefficient. Okay, how to calculate? This is to calculate Cx Cy. How to get Lx by L, capital Lx by small l. Capital Lx is length of the panel, small l is radius of relative stiffness. Capital Ly is width of the slab. Again there is a small l, radius of relative stiffness. If Lx by L is 6, then take it here, project it here, meet that one, bring it here, it will be 0.9 Cx. It will be Cx equal to 0.9. Similarly for Cy, these are called as Brodbury coefficient. Okay.